Alright, this is J Dragon, and I'd like to welcome you to the Dragon's Inn. This is a J Dragon production, and I'd like to appreciate everybody that sits right there and watches this video. Thank you so much, and I also like you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for every video I lay down. Now, I'm just going to listen to this and all this music and see this good stuff that I've done over the years. I appreciate y'all. Alright, this is J Dragon, and I'm sitting right here trying to brush with my airbrush to get rid of this trying to get rid of this stain on this old shirt, and I'm just sitting right there using a Angelus paint black flat black, and I'm sitting right there. I'm mixing it in with a 2 soft, which is usually a 3 to 1 ratio, and what we do is we'll sit right there and just spray it on there, and we'll heat it up. With this type of stuff, you want to sit right there and be able to heat it up, or it won't keep its softness. It'll firm up way too much. That's why I don't agree with using a brush as much, because it can sit right there and saturate it too much. And the reason we don't want it saturated too much, we want it to stay soft. That's why we sit right there and heat it up like it says on the directions. So what we do is we'll sit right there and use an airbrush so we ain't putting too much liquid into it to make it harden up, because I've done it before, and yes, believe me, practice makes better. So the more I've done it, the more it is. But you have noticed that 2 or 3 coats and you can still see the bleach stain in it. And what we're trying to do is hit it at least 3 or 4 times, and it makes it look a whole lot better. Now, depending on if your shirt's new, it'll make it look crisp. But if your shirt is old, like the jacket that I'm using in this video, it will be hard. So if you sit right there and make it where it's gets washed a few times, it should help out. But you want make sure you hit it like 3, maybe 4, sometimes 5, depending on how many coats. And you want them to be thin coats with the paintbrush, because if you put too much on it, it'll harden up and it'll be like getting regular paint, and that's not the process that we're going for. We want the paint to be soft. We want the cloth to be soft. That's the whole point of this process. So I sit right there and I keep hitting it with the heat when I need to. Well, this is speeded up, but yes, even so, you can see the adjustments in my camera, and you could tell that when the picture is sitting right there for a moment, you can see it still lighten up. I've only hit it with like 3 coats of the paint, the 2 soft and the black paint. It's always Angelus, because I trust their paint. I've been using it for a while, so always. And well, I'm sitting right there with the brush. So I believe in gravity fed brushes, but I also believe in the suction brush, which is the ones that I'm using right now. But I gotta get more. I had to brush off some of the dust and junk off the side, and I keep patting it down just to see if it's dry, if it's needs to be done anymore or anything like that. So I'm gonna sit right there and put a 3rd coat on it, and which I thought it was enough, but I sit right there and it looked like it's enough, but then when you dry it up, it would sit right there and feel like it was enough. So I sit right there and start shooting up some more extra spots. But as you can see, it looks darker in certain areas, and I got some on my hands. Yes, I'm not afraid to say I got black paint on my hands. So what we're going to do is just keep drying it down And then we're going to wash the shirt later on and see how it looks after the end of it. So, if you like this video, I thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up or whatever. I appreciate it. And it's time to get out of the dragon's den. So we'll keep on popping. We'll keep on rolling. And it is time. We will go at this last moment. This is the spot right here where it had the bleach stain at. And I think it done a fairly good job of taking care of it. And it looks pretty good, but it's not perfect. But I think maybe I should have hit it maybe 2 more times and then reheated it. But now it's been washed, it's been dried, and it looks pretty good. I think it's mostly the reason why it still looks kind of weird is because the jacket is a pretty old jacket. It's been washed quite a few times. It's been messed with quite a few times. It's been used. Believe me, it's been used. I've had it for a few years, which kind of bummed me out when I found the stain on it. I don't know. I probably got it from my last job, which doing sanitation really does do that to you. So anyway, it looks pretty good though. I'm really proud of it. I probably will hit it a few more times, and I've washed it. I thought it might lighten it up a little bit, but you can still see the brown color coming from the bleach stains. And at least it don't look purple, because you know some people will sit right there, get those bleach stains, and hit them with the marker, with the Sharpie. Yeah, like this one. Now, don't believe in that. I like this. I like using the Angelus paint and the stuff that I mixed up for it, which is the 2 soft and the black paint, which also comes in handy. So if you can color match the stuff, you could probably get this to look real good. Now, I would say the only problem I got with it with using a paintbrush is the fact that it would soak through it, which would make it harder to dry it up. But it could still work, believe me. You can do it any which way you want. I just tried it this way because I thought it would work a whole lot better. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit that notifications for all the videos that I lay down. And this is J Dragon saying, roar. Appreciate you all.